Hello guys, Vengeance right here. This one's going to be another short video, just a little video tips video. Today's subject is Blackstone powder. You need the crap for everything. You want to craft, you gotta have it. Mostly, I made a video on this before in my tax-free series about one of the main methods is grinding and using cooking to elevate your silver and everything like that, but Blackstone powder is always the bottleneck for everything because you need it for crafting pretty much anything your workers craft. You're gonna need Blackstone powder. I mean, it's literally everything takes it. I did do the full series on that. It was probably, I think it was the 5th video about using the CP and energy to begin your worker empire. But if you didn't want to watch through that whole thing, this is a standalone video. It's just about Blackstone powder. That's what I'm going to title it. You can go and gather rough stones, and in a processing plant, which I have my workers do this. It's hidden back here. I have my workers do this sometimes. If you get a tier 3, you can have them grind down 30 rough stone, and it will give you 15 Blackstone powder. You can't grind the rough stone down yourself, but what you can do is get Blackstone powder another way. So there are these 2 different ways to get it. This is the first one. You find the refinery, go use your high mastery gathering that I made another video about how to get high mastery in gathering. It's a hell of a grind, but if you can sit there and do it, it's worth it. Go gather a ton of rough stones, which I made a video on rough stone, where to get that. You can go find that on my channel. Go gather a lot of rough stone and have your workers grind this down. Now what makes this efficient for, it's never going to be efficient, but what helps this be more efficient is the high gathering mastery, and then also if you can get a worker that has this, where it has a percent chance of returning 10% of the material, like this goblin that I have here. He's what I have him do most of my crafting because of that skill. That actually helps some too. So you get 3, you got a 7% chance to get 3 rough stone back out of the 30. It's not great, but every little bit helps. I rarely do this unless I'm just don't have time to get the Blackstone powder, which I have 3,200 now, and I think it's because I had that set at one point and he was just cranking away making it. But my other way of doing the Blackstone powder, and this is a lot more efficient in my favorite way, go here and find magic crystals. Doesn't really matter. I search by item grade. Buy all the white ones, maybe even the green ones. The blue ones start getting kind of expensive to do this. You'll have to do the math on whether or not you get enough to make it worth. If you make more Blackstone, that ends up being, if you could sell the Blackstone you get for more than you bought the crystal for, then you're still making silver. But if you don't get enough Blackstone to pay for the cost or above the cost of the crystal, then it's not worth it. But I usually buy all these white ones when I see them have, 10 or so in it, and you can do it for every single one. And there's several white ones on each one. But I'll just go through and buy these up, and then you grind them down. I have a few in my thing that I can show you how to do this with real quick. Like I said, this video is not going to be very long. because I've already went over this once in the other video. Okay, so I have a few of these in here. We'll grind these up real quick. Now, the higher grinding mastery you have, the more efficient this is going to be. So I do have craftsman clothes that I can put on. And I've also got one of these stones for grinding. I forget where it's at. +7. So what you do, those on, put that on. My processing is on grinding 1304. I think that's about all I have that will up that. And you hit your L key, you choose grinding, add your stone in there, process all identical, hit start, and let her go. Now the white crystals are the lowest. And when I say white, I mean white name. Green is going to be higher, blue, and then, you know, so on and so on. I would not grind anything over the green or the blue. You start grinding the yellow and higher, you're going to get other stuff, and you probably don't want to grind those down anyway. The yellow or golden crystals, you grind them for magic shards. So, you know, you want to stick to the green, blue, and white. I'm a cheapskate, so I'll do the white ones. If in a pinch, if I need the blackstone powder, I will do a higher tier one. But as you can see, out of these 7 crystals, I'm probably going to get 40 or 50 blackstone powder, and these things cost me a few thousand silver each. You know, 2,000, 2,500, and blackstone powder sells for almost double that. So it's not a bad trade. You're increasing your silver at each turn anyway, because you're taking a crystal and you're grinding for 2,000 silver. You're grinding it up, and you're getting anywhere from 3 to even more, depending on your mastery. Say I got 5 out of that one, I got 8 and 9. So you're taking 2,000 silver crystal, and you're turning it into what? 8 times 3,500 is probably about 30,000 silver. So you're increasing your silver value, plus you're getting the blackstone powder at the same time. So it doesn't take very long to do that. My hint or tip on this, as far as magic crystals go, I just check back periodically, but you can put in pre-orders for them. There's a lot of people that put in the lower pre-orders and stuff. I just check back whenever I'm looking to make it. And now see, like these, I'll buy one of these just as an example. So 36,000 silver. I forget which one. Okay, that's the one that max HP 35. I don't care about that. I have a couple more in here that are worth more. I'm not going to grind those. Let me put my grinding stuff back on. Add that in there. So that costs us 35,000 silver. Let's see how many we get out of this. Hopefully more than 10. There you go. You got 32. So you're going to multiply that 32 by about 3,600. And you're looking at 100,000 silver or a little bit more. So pretty good trade-off. You know, you're double to tripling your money depending on your mastery. And doing mine right there with the 1,300 mastery, I always 2 to 2.5 times my silver whenever I do this. And I don't even have to leave the safe zone. I don't have to go grind. I don't have to do anything. I just put in the pre-orders or snipe them off the market, pull them down, put on my stuff, and let it grind away. But I wanted to make that as a standalone video, so there you go. If you liked it, hit like. If you got anything to add, leave it in the comments. You know, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let me know if there's anything else you want to see. And in the future, as always, until next time.